Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Friday night special, Parkinson's pregame. Yes, it's Parkinson's pregame presser for Wrexham AFC, Colchester United FC. And yeah, it's a Friday night live. Let's do this. Actually, it's not live. We're recording it, but it's about 5:30. And yeah, we're doing this. We're not watching Blue Bloods. We're talking about football. We're talking about Parkinson and what he mentioned about the game last week against Forest Green Rovers. Some stats and getting to some of the quotes and what we can expect from Colchester United. But first off, there's a couple news and notes that I want to get to on the website for Wrexham. If anyone is looking for game, tickets for the Shrewsbury Town game, the FA Cup game, that's going to be on sale on Monday. So if you want to get your tickets, check it out on the site. Go to the game. That's at away at Shrewsbury Town. That game is on January 6th. So get on there, get your tickets up. Also, tomorrow is Parkinson's 942nd match as a manager. That's a pretty good run. 942nd match as a manager. Good for him. He's also taking on a club tomorrow, Colchester United, that he managed more than 20 years ago. Pretty cool stuff. Some great history and facts. After more than 500 appearances as a player, this is Parkinson. Parkinson moved into management with the U's. Greatest thing about the U's is that it's a really original nickname for Colchester United. They took the suffix to United, U's, the U's. That's their nickname, and fantastic. And let me start that over. A couple facts there as I dig on Colchester United. No digs at Colchester United. I'm sorry, that's not good. After more than 500 appearances as a player, Parkinson moved into management with the U's at Lair Road in 2003. He led them to promotion of the EFL Championship for the very first time. Another good note for tomorrow's match, current Wrexham AFC goalkeeping coach Aidan Davidson was among his players and as a player coach at the time. So big game for him. And Parkinson, I think, is getting geared up, and you'll see from some of the quotes that he has talking about the game from last week and then going into Colchester, and it means to him. So not only is he an ex-player, Elliot Lee was on loan at Colchester United several years ago as well. So, and also tomorrow is Elliot Lee's birthday. He's going to be 29 years young as well, same as Gorgeous George. So big game tomorrow. It's a lot going on, a lot of little underlining, little bits and pieces there. So it's going to be fun. It's going to really be fun. But let's talk about what Parkinson said in his pre-match interview and his pre-match presser. Some of his quotes, some of it talking about last week, Forest Green Rovers. As you know, that the game was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. But he said, we were down there and a lot of our supporters had set off, which was disappointing for them. But the match was called off, and so we concentrated on maximizing the week ahead. And I think that was good going into this run of games that we have tomorrow on the 16th, the 23rd, the 26th, the 29th, and then on the 1st, and then on the 6th. So that's a big run of games. So a little bit of time off, in hindsight, looking at the Forest Green Rovers match getting put off. Not bad. That's okay. So hopefully, people get some people back and rested, which is great. But he said they want to maximize their time. Parkinson goes on to say, if the game was on, we were ready. We'd prepared really well for it, but the match was off. So then said, okay, let's have a bit of a breather over the weekend for the lads and the staff, and then came back this week ready to work on preparation for Colchester United this weekend. Had a great plan. Always put that in play. You have to be able to pivot. You don't expect that's going to happen, but they pivoted. And it sounds like Parkinson and the rest of the staff and the team had full control over what they wanted to do going into this Colchester match. And kicking off this, like I said, this run of games, this is on paper 3 points that we need to get, and I believe that we can get it. Just need to go out and execute. So going further, Parkinson said, we're just looking forward to getting back on the pitch and not having a match after not having a match last week. We've got back-to-back home games, and we'll take them one at a time as we always do. So he's very focused. He doesn't get ahead of himself. I know I don't. You listen to a lot of managers and people talk to the press. Parkinson seems to have his ducks in a row, and he's been doing it. Listen, 900 what was it? A number up there, 942 matches as a manager. He knows how to get his team ready and be prepared. And he's probably prepared for everything. And this is not the first time he's gone through this run of matches in this short period of time and adjusting with with the team. The team have injuries and everything, so it's good. And that's why Rob and Ryan and everyone has put him in charge. So really, really great, really exciting to hear him talking, or at least read it for the press. So it's cool, really cool. So Parkinson also talked about Aiden Davidson, who also is on the goalkeeping manager. Is a goal. What is it? What is he? What is his actual title there? Sorry about that. I'm gonna get this right. He's a player coach at the time, but also he's a goalkeeping coach. Currently the goalkeeping coach at Wrexham. So he went on to say, Aiden Davidson was with me at Colchester as a goalkeeper and as a player coach. He made a huge contribution to the success we had down there in Colchester. For both of us, it was always special when we did come up against Colchester. For me personally, it's where I started my management career, and I learned so much in that period. So it's great. Parkinson, I obviously has some respect for Colchester, and as he should. He managed there, and it's great. And in his conversation with the interviewer during his presser, it seemed like he was really putting positive vibes on it. So it's not a bad place where he went back. He also said we were the club with the lowest budget in League One at the time. We had absolutely no money, but we had a great work ethic and created a culture that took us a long way. It's a very enjoyable period at the club, and I have a lot of fond memories. So this is good. Going on to say what I just said, this is something he that's really means something to him. And granted, we want the 3 points and saying all the right things. Great. So, but let's talk about Colchester a minute. And the press conference is great, and that's the press I want to focus on. But Colchester's had a really rough time this year. Last season, they were in 20th place, and they haven't really gone on and done well this season, which is tough, and it's sad to say because it's tough to run. It's tough to run a club. They've been through 3 managers in 23. Ben Garner was replaced by Matt Bloomfield in March. And he was removed 5 months later after a run of 4 consecutive league defeats. Matt Etherington, as we spoke about yesterday, who he was the under 21 coach, is now taking over the team tomorrow. So they're in 22nd place. They're hovering over the drop zone. And it's going to be for us. I think we need to go in there tomorrow, home ground, and instill our dominance. I'm sure they put a good game plan together. I'm sure everyone will be rested and ready to go. And that's what we need to do. A little bit of a struggle on their end. We need to take advantage of that, unfortunately, because we have games that we need to watch at the same time. There's the other games at Stockport and Sutton. Sutton are in the basement, and we need to keep pace with Stockport tomorrow. Also, we're on the 22nd game. We have a couple games in hand, but we want the points on the board. Colchester, like I said, 22nd place. They have 21 games, 6 losses, 2 draws, 13 defeats. They've lost 4 of the last 5 matches, drew the other one. So it's a tough run for them. It's a really tough run. Negative 13 goal diff. So that's tough, man. That's really, really tough. So Parkinson was also speaking about their season, speaking of Colchester's season. He said they got some young, talented players. Matty Etherington and the supporters would probably say it's been a bit of a mixed bag in terms of their results. I mean, look at the results. They're hovering above their relegation zone. He went on to say, like every team, they have players that if you give them space, they have a lot of ability, but we've been looking very closely at what we need to do to keep our home run going. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. They want to focus on what we want to do at home, focus on how we're going to go out there, put our best foot forward. I think we can get at them very, very early, get at their back line, do what we do best, have Mullen run through the channels, put some balls in on the right and left side through McLean and through Mendy. Solid line at the back. That 3 we talk about. I don't think it'll be Hayden. We haven't heard anything about his injuries, but like I said, that's going to be Boyle. Hopefully, Okonkwo will not be back probably to the new year. But midfield needs to step up. Our keys are Elliot Lee getting around, Evans running the midfield as a point guard, spraying passes, breaking up play. Really looking forward to us just getting back in there and kicking off this holiday run and how we should with 3 points. Granted, can't go back in time. What happened with Forest Green Rovers? That's gone. Going to start now and move forward and do this and get maximum points tomorrow. This is the first start of it. Also, one other thing too, the COP is up. So we're back at the Stoke, and the temporary COP is up. There won't be anyone in it, but first visuals. Everyone a first spot at what the COP's going to look like. It won't be filled up there, but getting supporters to look at it and see what's going to be in there in the near future. Obviously, the permanent COP's going to be beautiful. But tomorrow, seeing that there, a little bit more of excitement, stuff we can look forward to. Really positive stuff. Really, really excited to see that. And Parkinson actually talked about that too. He said, there's a lot of excitement. There's a new stand-up behind the goal, which looks tremendous. And hopefully we can get that functioning as soon as we can, because I think for our supporters, for the players, and for everybody to have 4 sides will be amazing. I think it's a huge boost for all of us. And it is. It's a huge boost for all of us. And everyone on the pitch, off the pitch, the town, the turf, everybody around it, everyone that's coming to play. Rob Ryan. Also, rumors like a big celebrity. I mean, the celebrities are on the pitch. These guys are really kicking ass. Really proud of this side. It'll probably be Wolverine or something like that. Who knows? Hugh Grant will probably be it. That's my guess. So we'll see. We're doing a watch along tomorrow. Up early. We will be up early. We'll be up early. We'll do a halftime call-in as we do. Mike's been calling. He's been great. Trying to build a community is fantastic. As I mentioned yesterday in the show, we did connect with one of the best in the business to build out our infrastructure on screen here, to have a beautiful timer, have a beautiful overlay. Really, maybe some intros for our other interviews that we're going to have on there. So I'm really excited about that. Just Josh Media, he does it for AFTV, UV, United View with Flex and KG, who we've had on the show. So I'm super excited about that. Won't be on tomorrow, but we're working toward it. He's he's a great guy. Really excited to see them. So shout out to Just Josh Media. Lastly, some milestones are going to happen tomorrow. Sam Dalby's 75th game for Wrexham. He don't think he's going to start, but it could be Sam Dalby's 75th game for Wrexham. Max Cleworth's 75th career match. And Stash, Tom O'Connor. I'm going to call him Stash. Got Gojo, Gorgeous George, or Gio. Maybe Gio. Everyone calls him Gorgeous George. I'm going to call him Gorgeous Gojo. But Tom O'Connor, I'm going to call Stash. 50th Wrexham League appearance for tomorrow if he starts in the match, which I anticipate him to do at the back. Really looking excited to get involved for tomorrow. Come along for the watch along. We'll be here early and call in show halftime. I'm really excited to see this, and we're not even halfway through this season, and it's going well. It's about halfway through. I think there's 42 games. Maybe we are halfway. Yeah, tomorrow's the repeat of match day 21. Really exciting stuff. All right, we'll see you in the AM. That is your Parkinson's pregame presser. God, I'm going to get there. Maybe I'll rename it. Parkinson's pregame presser. Awesome. Wrexham AFC, Colchester United, up to town. Have a great Friday evening. I will see you in the morning. All right. Let it rip.